Welcome to Dad's DeFi Space. I'm Kevin, and I'm so grateful that you took a moment out of your day to spend it with me. Your guide to all things crypto and DeFi may be your last chance to load up before Altseason takes off. Now, I don't want anyone to start selling their kidney to buy D-Genny altcoins right now. Fresh alpha. My exact portfolio allocations and many of the moves I'm making right now. Hint, and the video title tells you I am very ETH-Heavy. And we're going to go over some breaking news concerning foreign crypto exchanges in the US, especially perpetual futures like Weeks and Blowfin, who we have been partnered with. And we're also going to dive into my asset allocation. Now, one thing is missing from this. I do have some DeFi positions that will not show up on here. Some injective and some link that's on the network are not showing. I also don't have my Plume or all my DOG tokens on here. DOG is a rune on the Bitcoin network, kind of a meme coin play. It runs when Bitcoin runs. It's a Bitcoin beta play. But I wanted to take a look at some portfolio allocations. Biggest position right now, minus Bitcoin, because not all the Bitcoin is being shown within this, which would affect some of the percentages, but you'll get the idea. I'm around 30 to 35% right now. Now, some of that ETH is being lent. Some is it within liquidity pools, and a ton of it is just in cold storage, right? And that would be this 2% here, and then some of my AVAX loaned out ETH, the A wrapped ETH. This is a token that represents what I've put into the AVAX protocol. And then we're taking and farming yield with what we borrowed off of that. And then some of it actually has helped to establish some smaller positions. So the majority of our portfolio, we're talking 50, 60% is in Bitcoin. This is the smart way to play it in this space. Most people come in, retail investors, and they're going to get heavy into your altcoins. And they are probably the most risky investments any of us in this space are taking. Let's get to what more people want to talk about. We're going to take a look at some of my allocations. We've already gone through Bitcoin, but I want to talk about some of the others. Our third largest allocation in our portfolio is Solana, the chain of retail, as we said earlier. And the Solana token, layer one, probably going to stay with us, whether people like it or not, because it does get a lot of hate and shade in this space. But it always has a place within my portfolio. It's great for lending. It's great for farming. You had the early meme coin trenches. It's starting in RWA, starting to pick up on Solana. Check out our video on tokenized stocks and how you can build a stock portfolio on top of Solana, and also how we can farm liquidity with stocks, which is crazy because you cannot do that within the stock market without being an institution pretty much in America. So that is what I like about RWA and DeFi. It opens up markets for small players in retail that we were never allowed to play in. Next, our fourth biggest position is Sway. I'm super bullish on that. In fact, we're even considering adding more to this one. I'd like to get it up to 10%, which is crazy. I want to consolidate a lot of our crypto positioning into the large cap alts. Next, we have AVAX at 4%. And a lot of that is because the position has built up, DeFi or lending and looping on Aave. We do owe some of the loans. So once we pay that back, this will not be 4%. We're looking at probably 3% once I pay off the loan. We have Aether. Next, this is left over from last cycle. It's earned yield. We were farming SNEC and gaming play. Cornucopia, that was from a long time ago. But it earned really good yield. It built up our ADA position. I'm just kind of holding on to it. I may sell and allocate that capital elsewhere, but right now it's just going to sit there. It's around 2.6%, which is basically the same as our Ondo position, an RWA play tied to Trump, tied to BlackRock. This one will run when RWAs run, and it's not as risky as one like Plume. We have Injective, another layer one. This is kind of the everything chain. Now, I would like to see more total value locked on this chain, but it's fast, it's cheap, I do believe it will run with others in the space, and that's injective, 2%. Then our link position is about the same as our injective at 2%, although some of this position is in hardware wallets, some of it's on the Arbitrum network. And then we have our mainnet position, although we are farming some of this on Pendle, farming the Terminus airdrop, but we're providing liquidity for a Pendle LP. I made a video on Pendle Finance where I talk about that if you watch it till the end. Now, this is a new play. We've been accumulating TAO since our last market dip. I have a deep dive article on TAO that's on Dad's DeFi Space. I would love to convert this one into a deep dive video. I've not done that yet, but we will. I have an Aerodrome deep dive too that you can check out. But this one right here is my deep dive on TAO. Check that one out if you're interested in AI plays. Now, TAO is kind of like AI infrastructure play. All the subnets are basically different AI plays trying to add value to the TAO network. TAO mining, it comes from the subnets that produce the most value, get the most TAO tokens. So we're going to take a look at the rest of our portfolio. Now, again, would like to take a look at, yes, and I know you don't see it, right? And that's because I have some of this wrapped up in DeFi. I have some of it wrapped up in lending, and I have some of this actually wrapped up in, liquidity pools, DeFi, looping, some YPs, LPs on Pendle. But anyway, I'm going to get back to the tokens because that's not what this part of the video is supposed to be about. So a little bit more caffeine needed. Now, TAO token, AI infrastructure play, super bullish on this one, but I've just started dollar cost averaging over the last few months. It's only about 1.6% of my portfolio, which is about the same as World Mobile Token. Now, this one has not performed very well. We're just hodling it right now. May buy some more. I want to see some more catalysts first. We have 1%. And World Mobile Token, by the way, it began on the Cardano network. It's now multi-chain. It's a decentralized data network. So think cellular data, cellular phones, but decentralized. They do even offer cell phone plans and stuff right now. Something really cool you should check out. World Mobile Token X. Next, we have Render. This is another 1% token. Now, Render is a compute play. We also have a good amount of Aether token, which would be in the others, which I can't pull up. I'll talk about which tokens are in the other tokens that are in there kind of towards the end. This would lead us to another GPU compute play like Render, although Render is mostly for graphics, AI. Aether is straight up AI. Now, it originally started kind of as a gaming infrastructure play, but they've gotten deeper into AI, rendering, GPU compute, and they're actually making money right now. So I wish I would have jumped on their node sell. I think that would have been a good one, but we did not. It's just one we've accumulated throughout this market cycle. 1% of our portfolio. We're hodling it right now. Next is Big Daddy Doge. Now, Dogecoin is the original granddaddy of all meme coins. It gets pumped by Elon Musk occasionally. It used to be about 2%, but dollar cost averaging out of this one, actually, it pumps. Next one is Virtual. Now, our Virtual position is quite small right now. We have lent a lot of it out on Moonwell Protocol. Not as bullish as I was, but I'm still holding this because I am bullish on AI agent plays. And Virtual is kind of the daddy of all AI agent plays. And that brings me to Near. Now, this position, a lot larger than 0.63. I'm staking most of it. It's probably close to 1.5, probably a little bit below Town World Mobile Token. That is Near Protocol. It has not been an exceptional performer this cycle, but I still a fast chain. It's still activity on the chain. Trying to reposition into AI. That's kind of what I'm wondering about over the next little bit. Now, let's take a look at asset allocation now that we've been through most of our plays. By the way, this other part, which is around 1,600 of the portfolio, this would include small cap plays, meme coins, just tokens sitting in my wallet and everything else. So we're not going to really go over these. And some of those are too ginny for me to really put on my channel. But I wanted to take a look here. Now, these are asset allocations, right? Really need to be a little bit heavier in my stable coins, but a lot of my liquidity pools are 50 full range, some of them in stables. That means half of those positions are stable coins. I'm also have stable coins lending out. But you can see that it's layer ones, Ethereum, DeFi, a little bit of meme coins, AI, layer two, not a lot, stable coin. And by the way, most of my layer two positions are stacks, a layer two on the Bitcoin network, and Immutable X. Those would have been within my others of the last one. I have NFTs, they're not worth that much anymore. And others are just a bunch of random tokens that are sitting in my wallets, right? Dust is what we call that. So I hope you have an idea of some of my portfolio allocations and also my DeFi plays. Now, within Dad's DeFi space, we have all kinds of articles, free DeFi course that you can join. Now, these courses are mostly articles and then a few tutorials that will give you guidance on how to get started. Go into our education section on our website right here. You'll see our beginner's course to cryptocurrency and DeFi investing. You just click here. There's some participants participating right now. And we also have Dad's Group. Now, Dad's Group is where I post content after it's in a Telegram group. Now, this used to basically be thank you for staying with me the entire video. And I hope you are leaving a little bit smarter about either crypto or DeFi. Like and subscribe to help support the channel. Check out our webpage at dadsdefispace.org. And if you really want to consider developing your DeFi game, check out Crypto Labs Research Underdog Investment Group, the best DeFi private community in this space. And if you're interested in trading on a non-KYC exchange, check out our link from Weeks, $30,000 of USDT. Or if you're not interested, maybe Blowfin or BitUnix. The links in the description are affiliates, but they do help support the channel. Again, thank you and have a grateful day.